My name is Kevin Hart, and I love cars.
Kevin Hart isn't just a comedy legend. He is a full-blown car fanatic with a garage that'll leave any gearhead speechless. From fire-breathing muscle cars to sleek Italian exotics, his $10 million collection is packed with rare classics, insane restomods, and straight-up garage goals. Let's dive into the wildest rides in the Kevin Hart collection. Let's start with one of the absolute showstoppers in Kevin Hart's $10 million muscle car collection, the 1959 Chevrolet Corvette, better known as mint condition. Now, this isn't just any old dent from the 50s, this thing is a rolling blend of vintage swagger and modern muscle. And honestly, it's the kind of car that makes gearheads stop mid-scroll and say, wait, what is that? So here's the scoop. Mint Condition is a first-gen C1 Corvette. Already a legend in its own right, but Kevin didn't just leave it in stock form. Nope. Under that classic body, a beastly 6.2-liter LS3 V8 engine. A far cry from what this thing originally came with. It's got suspension upgrades, a custom MagnaFlow exhaust that growls like it's ready to throw hands, and an interior decked out in premium materials with all the modern tech you would want. Basically, it's a 1959 Corvette that drives like a 2025 Super Coupe. Oh, and that name Mint Condition isn't just for show. This car is ridiculously clean, like it rolled out of a dream and into Kevin's garage. It's been showcased at SEMA 2022 and even headlined the Kevin Hart collection at the LA Auto Show 2023, where it drew some massive crowds. And can you blame them? It is a flawless mix of old school charm and new school muscle. The ultimate Restomod flex. Now, let's talk about one of the meanest machines in Kevin Hart's $10 million garage. The 1966 Chevrolet Chevelle he calls Darkness. And yeah, the name fits perfectly. This thing isn't just a car, it is a straight-up villain in the best way possible. Darkness comes in with a value somewhere between $200,000 and $300,000, and when you see it, you'll get why. It's rocking a sleek, all-black exterior that looks like it was dipped in shadow. Subtle, menacing, and totally badass. But this car isn't just for show. Under the hood, a fire-breathing LS7 V8 engine ready to tear up the pavement with some serious power. It's loud, it's fast, and it's not here to make friends. Custom paintwork gives it that aggressive edge, while performance tires and upgraded brakes make sure all that muscle stays under control. Kevin clearly wanted this car to drive as nasty as it looks, and while the interior details are under wraps, you know Kevin doesn't do basic. Expect custom, expect premium, expect something that makes you say, oh wow, as soon as you open that door. Next, let's shine the spotlight on another gem from Kevin Hart's jaw-dropping muscle car lineup, the 1965 Ford Mustang Fastback, affectionately named Secretary. And no, this isn't just your average high school sweetheart Mustang. Kevin's version takes the classic pony car and gives it a modern-day glow-up. Valued between $100,000 and $200,000, Secretary is all about blending that 1960s charm with today's performance and comfort. It's got this iconic Mustang fastback silhouette we all know and love, but the custom paint job, probably something bold and loud because, hey, this is Kevin Hart we're talking about, makes it pop in a big way. And under the hood, a beefed-up V8 that turns this classic cruiser into a legit street performer. The performance exhaust gives it a signature growl, not obnoxious, but definitely attention-grabbing. Inside, it's all modern muscle. Upgraded seats, fresh tech, and those little touches that say, yeah, this ain't no stock 65. Add in some suspension upgrades, and you got a car that drives smooth, but still knows how to throw a punch when you hit the gas. Now let's talk about a real heavyweight in Kevin Hart's $10 million muscle car garage, the 1966 Pontiac GTO Convertible, aka Money. And trust me, the name says it all. This car oozes confidence, swagger, and that high roller energy Kevin is known for. Valued at around $150,000 to $250,000, money isn't just a looker, it is a piece of muscle car history. This is the car that helped kick off the whole muscle car era, and Kevin's version is everything you'd want in a retro classic. It's got that bold, aggressive styling, chrome accents, and a retractable soft top that screams classic American summer vibes, like roll down the Pacific Coast Highway with the wind in your hair and Motown playing loud. Under the hood, a beautifully restored V8 that has been given a few modern tweaks to really unleash its potential. It is the perfect balance of old school rumble and new school punch. And with upgraded suspension and custom wheels, the GTO hugs the road like a modern cruiser, but still carries that timeless Detroit muscle soul. The interior is likely wrapped in premium materials, but the details are hush-hush. Still, knowing Kevin, you can bet it's not just plush. It is premium with attitude. The name Money isn't just about the price tag, it's about the presence. This car pulls up like a boss and dares you not to look. Up next, let's talk about one of the most sinister rides in Kevin Hart's muscle car collection, the 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner, fittingly nicknamed Michael Myers. And yes, just like the horror icon, this car is an absolute monster. Valued between $200,000 and $300,000, Michael Myers is a straight-up street slasher with a custom green paint job that feels ripped straight from a Halloween movie set. Eerie, bold, and impossible to ignore. It's got that aggressive stance, like it's always lurking, always ready to pounce. This isn't your granddad's Roadrunner. This is the version that hides in shadows and roars at midnight. Under the hood, it is packing an upgraded V8 engine that delivers relentless power, and with performance exhaust that howls like a banshee, it's got a sound that'll send shivers down your spine in the best way possible. And it's not just spooky looks and scary speed. This beast is built to move, with enhanced brakes and tires to keep all that muscle in check. Inside, it's customized with bespoke details, and while we don't know everything, you can bet Kevin sprinkled in some horror-themed flair to match the car's creepy alter ego. It's part hot rod, part haunted legend, and all attitude. And if Michael Myers brought the horror vibes, Kevin Hart's 1970 Dodge Challenger named Bane brings the villain energy full throttle. Think of this one as the Dark Knight of the collection, a muscle car with brute strength and the attitude to match. Valued between $250,000 and $400,000, Bane is one of the most intimidating builds in Kevin's garage. With its blacked-out paint, carbon fiber accents, and a stance that just dares you to get in its way, this Challenger is pure menace on wheels. The vibe? All power, no apologies. Pop the hood and you're looking at a supercharged V8 that roars like a beast and throws down some serious numbers. It's not just fast, it is ferocious. Combine that with the upgraded brakes and refined suspension, and you've got a car that handles like a modern machine, but still looks like it came straight out of Detroit in the 70s. The interior hasn't fully been revealed, but of course, with Kevin's taste, expect premium everything. Probably some tech, maybe a few custom nods to The Dark Knight Rises, who knows. This thing isn't just a garage queen. Bane made a splash at SEMA in 2023, then wowed fans again at the LA Auto Show, earning props from MagnaFlow for its mean exhaust note and bold design. And of course, just when you thought Kevin Hart's garage couldn't get any more unhinged, in rolls the 1970 Dodge Charger Hellraiser. If Bane was the villain with brains and brawn, Hellraiser is the straight-up monster under the bed. Loud, brutal, and absolutely unforgettable. This beast is no joke. With a jaw-dropping price tag between $300,000 and $500,000, Hellraiser is widely considered the crown jewel of Kevin's muscle car empire. And for good reason. Under the hood lives the legendary 7-liter Hellephant V8, a crate engine from Mopar that churns out a mind-bending 1,000 horsepower. Yeah, this thing's basically a street-legal dragster with a license to terrify. Inside, it is fully customized, probably decked out in high-end materials and cutting-edge tech, keeping that balance between old-school muscle and some modern luxury. And thanks to the build team at Speed Core, it's not just fast in a straight line. Performance suspension and brakes mean Hellraiser can actually handle all that power without trying to murder its driver. This monster made waves at SEMA 2022 and again at the LA Auto Show in 2023, where it stole the spotlight and proved exactly why it lives up to its name. After unleashing Hellraiser on the streets, Kevin Hart takes things in a totally different but equally badass direction with his 1987 Buick Grand National, aka the Dark Knight. Now this one is a cult classic. Valued between $100,000 and $200,000, the Dark Knight isn't just your typical loud V8 powered muscle monster. Nope, this thing plays it cool with its blacked out exterior, turbocharged 3.8 liter V8, and that sinister, understated presence. It is all about stealth performance. It's like if Batman built a Buick, sleek, efficient, and ready to throw down. What makes it even cooler is the upgraded turbo system, which pushes this car well beyond its stock performance. Back in the day, the Grand National was already smoking V8s at stoplights, and now it's an even sharper blade in Kevin's arsenal. The custom paint job gives it that deep, polished shine, and the performance tires give it the grip to match the go. Inside, Kevin didn't skimp either. The interior's been modernized with premium materials, keeping that comfortable, refined vibe while still honoring the Grand National's boxy retro charm. It might not scream for attention like some of the others, but that's kind of the point. This car whispers, "I don't need to show off. I'll just win." And when Kevin rolled it out at the LA Auto Show in 2023, even among his fire-breathing V8s, Dark Knight turned heads. As noted in Diaspora Messenger, it brought a different kind of cool. Quiet confidence with a turbocharged punch. Now, after all the tire-shredding, muscle, and turbocharging throwbacks, Kevin Hart switches gears, well, quite literally, and takes us to Italy with his 2015 Ferrari 458 Spider. And let's be honest, even muscle car fans have to admit, this thing is straight up art on wheels. Valued between $270,000 and $350,000, the 458 Spider is a full-blown supercar with all the style, speed, and drama you would expect from a Ferrari. Under the hood, a 4.5-liter naturally aspirated V8 that screams all the way to 9,000 RPM, pumping out 562 horsepower. And it does it with finesse. No turbos, no superchargers, just pure, high-revving Italian magic. Top down, wind in your face, V8 wailing behind you. It's the kind of car that doesn't just turn heads. It snaps necks. And while it's probably rocking that classic Ferrari Rosa Corsa red, knowing Kevin Hart's style, you might have added just a few custom touches. Maybe some aftermarket wheels or a personalized interior detail. Way.com and The Sun both pointed it out as part of Kevin Hart's growing stable back in 2022, when his garage was already valued at $2.6 million. Now, unlike his muscle machines like Hellraiser or Dark Knight, this Ferrari hasn't made the rounds at SEMA or the LA Auto Show. But that doesn't mean it's any less impressive. It plays a different role, not brute force, but refined power and flair. The kind that fits perfectly with Kevin's red carpet lifestyle. So, from Restomods to race-bred exotics, Kevin Hart's collection has a little bit of everything. Let me know in the comments, don't forget to like and subscribe, ring that bell for more insane celebrity car collections, and I'll see you next time, gearheads.